What's going on, guys? And it's Zurls here. And if you're hearing some noise in the background, then I'm actually parked. I'm in the car, and I'm parked somewhere, and it's on a busy street. And I just needed to record this because I don't want to hold up any more time and then probably edit it later on in the day. But I just want to talk about King's race and Sanji and the Lunarian people and whatever is going to happen. So I'm just going to be very quick, very brief here. So we all thought, I mentioned this in my last video, we all thought that Sanji could ignite his leg because he was spinning so fast, which caused friction and which made him light up and be able to do the Diablo Jumbo or something. Yeah, something like that. I don't want to mispronounce. It's probably really bad. I'll get kicked out of this whole thing. Anyway, what was like surprising is also that Luffy could do it. And then when I was researching how Luffy could do the whole Red Hawk thing, because he adds so much of oxygen in his body, stretches his arm back, pulls out arm movement haki, and as he's moving, or he ignites it first because of the oxygen and friction in his stuff, I think it ignites and it does it. But I don't think that's a definitive answer. I think maybe it's to do with something else that I will just waiting for one more thing to confirm my theory. But yeah, I'm still waiting for that. But let's talk about Sanji. So we thought that, okay, because he spins his leg and he does this thing, he lights on fire. And then there's talks, and I actually agree with this, but there's talks about how all of Sanji's siblings were genetically modified from birth. So Judge put something in the mother's body for them to have this exoskeleton and whatever, and it explains a lot. And everybody is saying that Sanji got King's DNA, which I believe. Now, the reason being is that you can't just ignite your leg. And in One Piece, the one thing, everything makes sense in One Piece. Well, sort of makes sense. Or it ends up making sense later on in the show. So that's why we don't really like say, oh no, it's just a show that they can do it because it's anime. One Piece is not like that. We've been reading and we've been watching One Piece for a long time, and we know for a fact that nothing in One Piece is done just because it's an anime. There's always a reason. Oda always puts a reason for it to be. So I got a feeling that Sanji was injected with King's DNA from the time he was in his mother's womb, and he has his power in his legs. And I'm sure he could probably ignite his whole body if he wants to, but we know that he doesn't want to use his arms. But maybe he can use it as a projectile. If he can projectile his flames, that would be amazing. Now, with the red suit, what I feel is that it's unlocking certain parts of his DNA, because when his father made that suit for all of them, it enhances their power. So I feel like this thing is actually opening him up to more he's opening up his genetic augmentation, so he can have this whole power again and make him more powerful. And he got one of the most powerful things, because King is the last people in the race from his race. So what the whole belief is that King, I feel that they were actually people from the moon. So like, you know how Skype here, they have the wings and they came down. So I feel like the sky people, they settled for the clouds, and the Lunarians, the people that are in Skype here and the Sky Islands, they settled for the clouds. And I feel like these people wanted to come down onto Earth, not onto whatever world One Piece is called, onto that world, and then they settled on the red line, and they wanted, I feel, like to rule, or they wanted to have some control, or like just show like their differences, because they are from outer space, they're from space, so they wanted to be obviously higher up in the ranking. And I feel the world government, when they came about, they didn't like this, so they extinct. They shot them and killed them, and yeah. So just to wrap up, I feel like Sanji will probably have his whole body ignite. If not, they'll talk about his power and how Judge got King's DNA. King's race came from the moon. They settled on the red line. The world government wiped them out. And yeah, I feel that's it. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Yeah, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you.